Being called a stone cold loser and a nasty person, you might sort of think you want to backtrack, you know what I mean? Keep out of the way, particularly of the most powerful man in the world, President Donald Trump. But it appears that our current Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, feels hurt, slighted, and naturally short on manners, amongst other things. As ever, let me explain. Morning, good to see you, chums. Thank you so much for your time today. And as ever, welcome one and all brand new subscribers. By the way, as ever, thank you for all your support on the recent videos. A lot of work, but it's a lot of fun also making them. So I do enjoy it, and thank you for your support, because without you, we wouldn't have a show. So I genuinely mean that. Are you having a nice time, by the way? It's a little bit chilly out here, so I won't be too long. No, don't worry. No, I've got a hot cup of tea in my flask. Yes, it's come to that point already. You know what it's like when you're in the summer, you can just take a bottle of water, can't you, and get through on that. Suddenly the weather's turned, you think, yeah, I need to take tea now. Again, I know how quick those months and moods change and everything like that. But, do let me know what's been the highlight of your summer so far. What have you enjoyed doing or not enjoyed doing? And if you're Australia, oh, I know. Don't get smoke, it'll come back round. I always dread it when Australia starts sending me messages saying, we're coming round to our summer. You think, yes, I know. Let's get back, of course, to your story of the day. Earlier this year, as we know, well, a couple of months back, in fact, not too far away, President Trump literally hit out in front of the current British Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Sir Keir Starmer. Yes, still clinging on amazingly. And basically weekly he said, oh, he's a friend of mine, the story, etc. Now, as we get ready to welcome the President of the United States, of which we do need to be nice to, whatever people think, whatever your politics are, this is a very powerful individual, and we've always enjoyed an excellent relationship between the two, and we want it to continue, right? Now, here's where this gets really interesting, for me at least, because you see, how can you put this nicely? Well, the Mayor of London is short, you know what I'm saying? Well, short on manners, as we've seen, and short fuse too. You see, he's very angry, for instance, that nobody came out and supported him from the current government, including his good chum, the Deputy British Prime Minister, that's right, Angela Rayner, taking time out from vaping and hanging around on rubber dinghies. Well, the thing is, you see, the problem that Khan felt was that she should have come out and said, oh, he's a great man, how dare he? But you see, they're all fighting for their jobs. Angela believes at some point she could become, in fact, the very first British Labour Prime Minister, right? The very, female British Labour Prime Minister. Yeah, frightening thought. And she needs, of course, to keep a relationship going with the President of the United States. However, Khan himself, and she's already blocked him, trying to make sure that he might want to run, in fact, to supersede her, because he's now got his eye on the door of number 10. Keeping up. On top of all of that, it gets even worse, because, according to an excellent source inside number 10, basically Keir Starmer is hoping that the Mayor of London will, shall we say, be unavailable for the period that President Trump is in London and in Windsor, meeting, of course, His Majesty the King. That's because he doesn't want him stoking up anything on social media, flying inflatable things in London, doesn't want the hassle, right? But you see, everything's about the right moment, the right time in the world of politics. And the bigger picture is that Sadiq Khan now feels that that once close friendship that he had with the current British Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, has faded dramatically. So much so that without Ange backing him up after that very public showdown, what has he got to lose? And as he's pointed out before, people should be allowed to have the freedom of speech. Oh yes, when it's attacking something that he doesn't like, but the moment you attack him about his credibility or the lack of work that he's not doing, suddenly you're a racist and you're attacking him because of the colour of his skin, i.e. that's what he said about President Trump. So if we thought this was going to be a quiet visit with the Mayor of London remaining zipped, of which, of course, the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer is hoping will happen, well, according to insiders at City Hall, apparently Sadiq is steaming and wants his revenge. Now, tell me, which is more important, getting London back on its feet or simply being a petty, childish man who just wants to make sure you can get your revenge via social media? You get the picture. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.